Your fears are holding you back. Now, when I started my journey, I realized that, or I only came to realize later, how important confronting my fears were to my progress and success. And for a long time, I thought that I had to learn the business. I had to do all these things about the business, which, by the way, you have to do that. Where the real progress in you takes place in terms of your identity as a person and how you see yourself, it happens when you start to confront your fears, your worries, your doubts, things you are guilty of or feel guilty of, and bringing these things up to surface so that you can start to see what are the blind spots that are holding you back personally in your life. Now, the thing is, you have to realize that when we go through life, we don't get what we want, we get what we resonate, we get what we vibrate, which means that you may have your goal right now, which is to be a successful entrepreneur. Beneath the surface, you may not be trusting yourself, you might be fearful. You might be doubtful, you might have guilt, which is beneath the surface of who you are. And what's happening is that everything that's beneath the surface is running on autopilot every single day. So even though you may feel that this is the goal that you want, beneath the surface there's other things, other tape recorders, other CDs that are playing, that are holding you back. So think of it this way. You're driving a car. You have your foot on the gas. Now, we have the car at standstill, zero, right? The car is not moving. You put the foot on your brake, and then you put the foot on the gas as well. What's going to happen? The car won't move, right? The car won't move. You have the foot on the gas and you have the foot on the brake at the same time. The car will not move. And that's the exact same way that you're moving through life right now. Is that you're putting your foot on the gas. You need to do this, you need to go there, you need to do, need to keep doing this X, Y, Z. Not realizing that your foot is on the brake as well. And in this form, it relates to your fears, your doubts, your worries, your guilt, all the things, emotional baggage that you have not confronted, that you have not addressed. So, in addition to working on your self-image, you want to ask yourself certain questions such as, what are my fears? What are my guilt? What are my concerns? What are my worries? What are my doubts? And you want to start to go through, or I'd suggest you go through a process of self-forgiveness on those topics so that you can remove the emotional connection that you have to those memories. You can remove that out of you. And then when you put your foot on the gas, you don't need to have your foot on the brake. You can remove your foot from the brake. And then the car can just move forward. There's so much more holding you back than what you realize. And once you start to confront your dark side, confront those things such as fears, doubts, worries, you'll start to make more progress confronting those things than running away from them. And these are some of the breakthroughs that I had to make myself. And once I started to make that, my life completely changed every single time. So my takeaway for you today, or what I would suggest you start doing today, is ask yourself the hard questions. If you think they're hard, some of them may be, depending on the topic. However, ask yourself those questions. What are my fears? What are my worries? What are my doubts? What are my guilts? What am I scared of? What am I afraid of? And when you do that, you're going to start to bring all these things out to surface. Memories that you have held back for a very, very long time. Events that have taken place that you have chosen to not confront, to not look at, chosen to not address, will start coming to surface. And then what you can do is look on our channel. There's a video that's titled, I use this to remove my money limiting beliefs. I'll put a video up here, or I'll put a screenshot up here. Watch that video and do that process of self-forgiveness on those memories, because those memories are holding you back. Like they did for me. And for many of us, actually. Now, you may be coming to the channel asking, what is More Life for All? More Life for All is a movement that is there to give more life to you and more life to those around us. And it's built on the back of a sales organization where we help individuals not only come and learn sales, but also apply the skill of sales so they can improve their lives by selling things, products that help people and help families improve the quality of their life. So if that's something you'll be interested in, just go to our page. And so if that's something you'll be interested in, just reach out to us and we'll share with you what exactly we're doing, if that's something that you may be interested in. With that being said, comment what you didn't like about this video. Comment what you hated. Comment what you thought you'd do better. And then subscribe.